of big deep breaths in. Couple of big deep rolls through the shoulders. Really letting the body settle in. If you're anything like me and you've had a bit of a busy week, then you probably need this. Big deep breath in and out. One more like that. Big deep breath in and out. Take a little rock forward and back, making sure you're centered on your feet. Inhale, lifting the arms up overhead, and then exhale, bring them down through heart center. We'll take one more here. Inhale, lifting the arms on up, and then exhale down through heart center. One more. Inhale, lifting on up, and then exhale, take a long, slow fold forward. As we arrive here, let's take a little ragdoll, so grasping opposite elbows, letting the body sway side to side here. Maybe a little nod of the head, yes and no. And settling in. Then exhale, release the hands on down to the mat, and we slowly roll all the way up to stand. Take a nice big roll out through the shoulders when you arrive. Settling into our Tadasana or mountain pose. That's it. Inhale, lifting on all the way up again. And then exhale, folding forward. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands, stepping back on the right leg. We drop that right knee down towards the floor. And then inhale, lifting on up. Sink the hips forward and down. Cactus the arms. Really open through the chest. Pull the shoulders back. Inhale to lift on up. And then exhale, bring the hands on down to the mat to our little half splits or half Hanuman here. Rolling forward, taking another couple of breaths here. Little stretch through the hamstring, through that front leg. And then inhale, lifting on up, sink the hips forward and down. Keep the arms up this time. And then exhale, bring the hands on down to the mat. And stepping that front foot back. So you might need to wiggle it around a little bit. And coming to all fours here. Let's take a little round of cat-cow. So inhale, looking up. And then exhale, rounding through. Inhale to look on up. And then exhale to round through. Inhale to look up. And then exhale, rounding through. Let's take one more here. Inhale, looking up. And then exhale, coming back to a neutral spine here. So remember those cat-cows. If the high to low plank is not your friend, that's always an option. So tuck the toes under here, pushing back up to a down dog. Take a little pedal out here through the feet. So bend one knee, push the opposite heel down. Taking that stretch through the back of the legs. That's it. Coming back to a neutral spine here and even through the legs. Let's take one more breath here. A little bend in the knees if you need. Let the heels sink back down towards the mat. And then inhale, lifting on up to tiptoes. Draw the right knee in towards the nose. Roll it forward. Stepping it through towards the thumb, so it doesn't have to necessarily connect. And we're going to come on up to a crescent lunge. So a little bend in that back knee. You can take a little bob up and down here if that helps with your balance. Beautiful. Take one or two more breaths here. That's it, settling in. Strong through the legs, so your legs are working nice and strongly here. And then exhale, bring the hands on down to the mat, stepping forward. Taking a halfway lift and fold. Inhale, lifting on all the way up, hands to heart center. That's it. Settling in to take a couple of breaths here. Inhale to lift on up through the arms, and then exhale, folding. Inhale, take a halfway lift, and then exhale to fold. Plant the hands, stepping back, left leg here. So we'll come on to the other side. Left leg steps back, drop that left knee down. Inhale to lift on up, and then exhale, cactus the arms, sink it forward and down. Beautiful, open the chest. Inhale to lift it up, and then exhale, fold forward over the front leg. That's it, one more breath here, or two. Rolling it forward, lifting on up, and then exhale, bring the hands on down to the mat, stepping it back. Take our little round of cat-cow here, so inhale, looking up, and then exhale, rounding through. Inhale to look on up, and then exhale to round through. Couple more here. Inhale, looking up, and then exhale to round. Inhale, back to a neutral spine. Tuck the toes under, pushing back up to down dog. You've got that option to take a little pedal here. So from here, to take a little bit of the pressure out of your wrists, you can push the knuckles of the hands down into the mat. If this is not for you today, you can stay on all fours throughout these. Coming back, even weight through the feet. Take another breath or two here. Bring the shoulders down the back, so really engage. Bring the points of your elbows, the pointy bit of your elbows to the back of the room. Take one more breath. Inhale, lift up to tiptoes. Draw the left knee in towards the nose as much as you can. Roll the body forward, step that left leg through. Inhale, lifting on up, crescent lunge. Take another breath or two here. That's it, couple more breaths. That's it. Exhale, bring the hands on down to the mat and stepping forward. Taking a halfway lift and fold. That's it. And inhale, lifting on all the way up. And then exhale, hands down through heart center. One more breath here. And then exhale, release the hands down to our Tadasana or mountain pose. We take two more breaths here. One more. That's it. Inhale, lifting on up. And then exhale, folding. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands, stepping back, right leg. Drop that right knee down. Inhale to lift. Exhale. Inhale, we lift the arms. Release the hands down on the exhale. One inhale here. And out. Inhale, lifting on back up. This time, exhale, twist towards that front leg, and then drop that hand down to the mat. Take a nice little twist here. Left arm comes up towards the sky. Exhale, release the left hand down. Step that left leg back to all fours. If you like, roll forward into a high plank on your knees. We take our high to low plank here. Down to the mat if you like. Inhale. Lifting the shoulders back, cobra. Exhale to lower. Let's go one more. Inhale. Peel those shoulders back. Exhale to lower. Tuck the toes, pushing on back. Down dog. If you like, you've got that option to take that pedal out through the feet. That's it. Coming back to a neutral spine. That's it. From here, inhale, lifting up the right leg high to the sky. Keep the hips level here. Exhale, bring the knee to the nose. Step it through. Inhale, lifting on up, crescent lunge. Take a little bob up and down if that feels good. Take one more breath in here, and then exhale, bring the hands on down to the mat, stepping it forward, taking a halfway lift and fold. Inhale, lifting on all the way up, bringing hands to heart center. That's it. Inhale, lifting on up. Exhale to fold. Slowly warming up the body here. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands, stepping back, left leg. Second side here. Drop that back knee down. Inhale to lift. Exhale to cactus. Inhale to lift. Exhale, release the hands, straighten the front leg. We take a full round of breath here. On the inhale, we lift on up. And then exhale, twisting towards the front leg. We reach it forward, drop that hand, left hand down to the mat, right arm lifts up. Beautiful. Exhale, release that right hand down to the mat, stepping right leg back. Roll the body forward to that high plank on the knees, high to low. Beautiful. Inhale to cobra. Exhale to lower. Use those muscles in your back. Tuck the toes, pushing back up, down dog. That's it. Take another couple of breaths here. Really push the knuckles of the hand down into your mat. Coming back to center. Inhale, lift that left leg high. Exhale, bring knee to nose, step it through. Inhale, lifting on up, crescent lunge. Beautiful, take another couple of breaths here. Exhale, hands release on down to the mat, stepping it forward, taking a halfway lift and fold. Inhale to lift. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take another couple of moments here. Exhale, release the hands, Tadasana or mountain pose. Holding here just for a couple of breaths. Inhale, lifting on up, and then exhale, folding. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands, stepping back, right leg. Beautiful. From here, lift that left arm up. Take the twist. Beautiful. From here, plant that right hand, stepping back, side plank. Exhale, release. High to low plank. Inhale, up dog or cobra, and then exhale, back through to down dog. Nice control through the core. Take another breath or two here. Beautiful. From here, inhale, let's lift on up, right leg. Exhale, bring knee to nose, step it through. Beautiful. Inhale, lifting on up. That's it. Exhale to arrowhead. Inhale to lift. Exhale to cactus. Inhale to lift. Exhale to pyramid. So from here, we straighten the front leg, but the back knee is lifted off the floor. You can bring that back heel down to the floor if you like. Beautiful. Straighten through that front leg. Inhale, lifting on up. Open out, warrior two. Rebend through that front knee. Beautiful. Flip and reverse. Exhale, windmill all the way around to the mat. Step our right leg back. Three-legged dog, and then flip, if that's an option for you. Your option here, bring that bottom knee down to the floor, if that's more where you're at today. Take another breath or two here. Bring that right knee in towards your chest. Crunch it in, elbow to knee. Step it forward. That's it. Lift the back knee if you've had it dropped. And then from here, inhale, lifting on up. Crescent lunge. And then exhale, bring the hands on down to the mat. Standing splits and release. Taking a halfway lift and fold. So that's as funky as we get today. Inhale, lifting on all the way up. Hands to heart center. Take another couple of breaths in here. You've got another couple of rounds to get the hang of that, so don't stress too much. Inhale, lifting on up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands, stepping back on the left leg. Beautiful. Take that twist. So planting a left hand, lift the right arm up into that twist. We step it back to our side plank. And then exhale, release it down, high to low plank. Inhale, up dog or cobra, high to low plank. You can use your knees if you need. Exhale, back through to down dog. Use the core to lift. Take another breath or two here. Inhale, lift that left leg high. Exhale, bring knee to nose, step it through. Inhale to lift, crescent. That's it. Exhale to cactus. Beautiful. Inhale to lift the arms. Exhale, straighten that front leg. Bend forward over the front leg. Take our pyramid pose. Take another breath or two here. Keep those hips facing straight forward. Inhale, lifting on up, bending into that front leg. Settling into warrior two. That's it. Inhale, let's lift on up. And windmill all the way around to the mat. Bring that right hand down. Step that left leg back. Lift it on up. Flip your dog. You've got that option to bring that bottom knee down to the floor. If that's more where you're at today. Take your options. Exhale. Bring that left knee in. Left knee to left elbow, step the left foot through, a little pivot around. That's it. Inhale, lift on up. That's it. Exhale, hands coming on down to the mat. Lift the back leg up, standing splits. Exhale, release. Taking a halfway lift and fold. Inhale, lifting all the way up, hands to heart center. Take another couple of breaths in here. That's it. Nice work. Let that heart rate settle a little bit. Inhale, lifting on up. And exhale, folding. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands, stepping back, right leg. That's it. Plant that right hand down. Inhale to lift to that twist. Stepping it back. And lower down. High plank. High to low. Use your knees if you need. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Really pull the shoulders back. Core switches on here. Exhale, back through to down dog. Taking another couple of breaths in here. That's it. Inhale, let's lift that right leg up high. Exhale, bring knee to nose. Step it through. That's it. Nice work. Inhale, lifting up, crescent lunge. That's it. Exhale to arrowhead. Inhale to lift. Cactus the arms. Inhale to lift. Exhale, straighten through the front leg. So almost like dancing here. Inhale, lifting on up, windmill around, warrior two, settle in. That's it. Flip and reverse. Exhale, windmill all the way around. That's it. Planting, left hand down, step it back. You've got an option to drop that bottom knee. Flip your dog if you're going there. It is nice and strong on the shoulders. So come on back through. Knee to elbow. Step it through. Nice and controlled. Lift on up. Crescent lunge. Strong through the legs. Exhale, release. Lift the back leg. Exhale, release that back foot. Halfway lift and fold. Inhale to lift. Hands to heart center. Take another couple of breaths here. That's it. Inhale, lifting on up. And exhale, folding. That's it. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands, stepping back. Left leg. That's it. Planting left hand. Inhale, lift the right arm. That's it. Step it back. Side plank. That's it. Exhale, release right hand. High to low plank. Use your knees if you need. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Core is on. Exhale, back through to down dog. That's it. Adjust your feet if you need. From here, inhale, lift that left leg high. That's it, knee to nose, step it through. Inhale, lifting up, crescent lunge. Super strong legs, exhale to arrowhead. Inhale to lift, and we cactus. Inhale, exhale to fold. That's it, straighten through that front leg, stretching through the hamstring. Inhale, let's lift on up and settle into warrior two, wobbles welcome. Inhale, let's flip and reverse. Exhale, windmill all the way around to the mat. Right hand comes down. Option to drop that bottom knee if you're going there, or step it straight back and flip your dog if you're going there. Exhale. Lift back up. Control the core, knee to elbow. Step it through. Beautiful. From here, inhale, lift on up. Crescent lunge. And then exhale, release the hands. Standing splits. Lift that back leg a little bit higher. Exhale, release. Take a halfway lift and fold. Inhale to lift. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take another breath or two here. Inhale, lift on up. Then exhale to fold. Take another couple of breaths here. Letting the body settle. That's it. Inhale, lifting on up. And exhale to fold. That's it. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. That's it. Plant the hand, stepping back, right leg. That's it. Lift on up to that twist. Plant the hand, stepping it back. Side plank. And release. High to low plank. Inhale. And exhale. That's it. Lifting on up through the hips. Nice strong core here. Inhale, right leg lifts up to the sky. Exhale, bring knee to nose. Step it through. That's it. Inhale to lift. Strong legs. Exhale to arrowhead. Inhale. And exhale to cactus. Inhale. Exhale to pyramid. That's it. Inhale, let's lift on up, warrior two. Inhale, flip and reverse. Exhale to windmill. That's it. Nice work. Step it back. Back knee down if you like. Flip your dog if you like. That's it. Inhale, lift, knee to elbow. Step it on through. Give it a helping hand if you need. And then inhale, lifting on up, crescent lunge. That's it. Exhale, bring the hands on down to the mat. Lift that back leg. From here, bring that back knee down to the back of your calf and drop it on down to the floor. to the opposite outside edge of your right foot. We're going to sink the hips on down into this little bit of a seat. So, as you come down into a seat, if you find you can't get both sides of your hips down on the floor, we're going to stretch that bottom leg out nice and long, like so. Inhale to lift the left arm up. We take a hug of that right leg. So taking a little bit of a twist. So you've got an option to take the hug, or you can hook the elbow over if that's accessible for you. Take another breath or two here. Nice, tall, strong spine here. That's it. Inhale, lift on up. We come round into that counter twist. So twisting towards the front of your mat. And then from here, if you like, you can lift the hips on up. If you need to curl that back foot back around, you can do that, or bottom foot back around, do that. And then inhale, lifting on up. Push into that back foot, stepping it forward. Take a forward fold, add the ragdoll if you like. Release the hands, we roll on up to stand. Take a little roll out. Beautiful, take another breath or two here. Let your heart rate and everything settle before we come on to the second side. That's it. Inhale to lift on up, and then exhale to fold. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands, stepping back on the left leg this time. Right arm lifts up into that twist. Planting the left hand, we step it back to that side plank. Exhale, release the hand, high to low plank. Exhale, inhale to lift, and then exhale, back through to down dog. Lifting nice and strongly, take another breath or two here. Inhale, lift on up through that left leg. Exhale, bring knee to nose, step it through. Inhale to lift. That's it, exhale to arrowhead. Pull the shoulders back and down. Inhale to lift. Exhale to cactus. Inhale to lift. Exhale, release to that pyramid pose. Beautiful. One more breath here. Inhale to lift. Exhale to windmill, warrior two. Inhale, we flip reverse. Exhale, windmill all the way around to the mat. Right hand plants down, step it back. Back, right knee can come down to the floor if you need. Got an option to flip your dog. Beautiful. Lift back up, stabilize through your spine, core on, knee to elbow, bring it through. Inhale, lifting on up. And then exhale, bring the hands on down to the mat. Lift the back knee up. Exhale, knee to calf. Drop that back knee down to the outside of your left ankle. Pivot around, take that little seat. So you might be facing towards the back. Make sure you can get both sides of your hips to the floor. If you can't, bring that bottom foot out nice and long. So all the way out to the front. Inhale, lift the right arm up. We take that twist. So nice tall spine here. Make sure you're sitting up nice and tall. Take the hug of your right knee or hook the elbow over, whatever is accessible for you. Beautiful, nice tall spine here. One or two more breaths. Inhale, let's lift on up. Take that little counter twist back around. Awesome. Bend your back knee and bottom foot again. Come round, pivoting on around, and lift on up, step it through. Awesome. Take a little ragdoll here, maybe a little sway side to side. Releasing the hands on down, and then we release on down to the mat. Stretch the legs out forward, and from here, take a little forward fold over the legs. So nice tall spine, feet point straight forward. Take that little forward fold over the legs. Lifting on up and slowly release back down to the mat. Give the knees a nice big hug in. Release the feet down to the floor. Take a little windscreen wiper from side to side here. So you've got an option here. If you've got a block or a cushion or something nearby, you may choose to pop that underneath the hips. So just underneath your hips here. We're going to come into a little inversion here. So option to bring just your legs up the wall, which is as simple as legs up the wall. If you've got a wall nearby, you may choose to put your heels against the wall for a bit of support. So that is option number 1. You can have something stacked under your hips for option number 2. If you wanted to go there, you do also have option number 3, which is a shoulder stand. So a shoulder stand, you're going to stack your elbows in by your side. Nice and close, hug them in. Your hands are going to come up to these robot arms, ready to catch your hips. As you can use your legs as a little bit of a counterweight here, and we're going to lift the hips on up to the sky. Core comes on, catching your hips, lift the feet on up to the sky. So nice high lift up. Use your core for support here. I'm just moving my legs around here while I find my balance and lift on up. Really use your core braced to support your low back. You can stay here for about 4 breaths. Keep your feet and lower legs nice and active too. 1 more breath. If you've got your feet up in the sky, you can bring your knees down towards your ears for a deaf man's pose. Keep your hands on your hips for support. Core is on. From here, we're slowly going to release wherever you are. Release with as much control as you can, making sure you're not jarring through your spine. I probably released a little bit too quickly, truth be known. And then from here, we're going to bring our hands down. Bring the hands underneath the hips. Take a little moment here before we come into our counter pose, fish pose. So, our fish pose, we're going to bring our legs out nice and long. My hands are underneath my hips. And I'm going to push my elbows into the floor and lift my chest up towards the ceiling. So push on in, lift my chest. If it's an option, you can drop your head back. If that's a bit too much on your neck, keep your neck straight. So you've got another option here. If you want a little bit more to lift your feet on up off the floor, core engagement here. We go for 3, 2 more, 1 more, and slowly release it back down to the mat. Beautiful. Knees might come into the sky. Back is flat and straight on the floor. Take a little windscreen wiper from side to side. Release the hands on down if they're not already. Beautiful. Take another couple of breaths in here. Beautiful. From here, we're going to come into a supine twist. So dropping the knees over to one side, you can shuffle your hips a little bit if you like. That's it. Nice long hold here in our supine twist. You've got an option to cross one ankle over the opposite knee and take that more into a cross-legged variation if that feels good. opposite side if that feels good. And then come on back to center. Take a little moment here in center just to let the spine equilibrate. And then from here, when you're ready, dropping it over to the opposite side. Take that little shuffle of the hips if you need. You can take the cross-legged variation if that feels good. So you want to try and make sure both shoulders remain on the floor wherever you come to. Option to bring the head out to the side. And coming back to center and relaxing the body back down onto the mat, coming into Shavasana and resting for as long as you need.